Michael Jackson, they had a baby. I hear the baby's very talented.
Really?
He's already singing. Check this out.
Couldn't decide on my parents, and so a coin was tossed. I hear my daddy's Michael Jackson. Guess that means I lost. I really resent the situation. To put it rather blunt, it's not good to know your existence is the result of a publicity stunt, because I'm Michael Jackson's baby. Life's gonna be so rough. I've only been alive for one night, and already I've had enough. Michael Jackson's baby. It's gonna be so tough.
There are
One day,
3 participants in the conference. Please announce yourself.
now,
I moved my
let's
people.
go back in. I feel like I've come out of someplace that my daddy's never been. Daddy's nose, but it's not so grand. I reached up to grab it, and it came off in my hand. The nurses seemed concerned about why I always cry, and maybe it's because my father's already giving me bedroom eyes. I know you can't choose your parents, but I wonder as I lie here in bed, why couldn't I have been Snoop Doggy Dog's kid instead? I'm Michael Jackson's baby. Life's gonna be so rough. I've only been alive for one night, and already I've had enough. Michael Jackson's baby. It's gonna be so tough. A one-day-old's just not ready for this stuff. I'm not gonna have a normal life. I might as well just face it. They'll probably name me something weird like Golula or some You may think your family's strange, but I don't want to hear that whine. I challenge anyone out there to try and top mine, because I'm Michael Jackson's baby. Life's gonna be so rough. I've only been alive for one night, and already I've had enough. Michael Jackson's baby. It's gonna be so tough. A one-day-old's just not ready for this stuff. This is a crime. Somebody call McGrath. Daddy likes to see me in the bump. He'd rather see my dog than my mother's mom. This has got me in a huff. I just huff and puff. Daddy's face is made of fluff.
He ran out of up rhymes there. Very nice. Let's do it.
Hey, kids, what time is it?
The alarm clock screams and there's a cat butt in my face. I don't want to get up, face the human race. I take a shower, I take a pee, I drink some coffee, watch some TV. But nothing seems to keep my eyes open, nothing seems to get my blood flowing. Called up a friend of mine and asked what lights a fire under your behind. He says he spells relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and brass and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature and there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite broadcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. I took my friend's advice to heart. I bought myself an FM radio. Now every weekday starts with a visit from the morning disaster show. And now I spell relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and breast and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature, but there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite podcasters. It's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. It's Ray Lytle's morning disaster.
Yes, here we are. And as always, it
exactly what could be expected today. A big show. You can guess Facebook's gonna fuck up, and the show is airing live on YouTube today. So if you want the link to find the show, just go to the Facebook Morning Disaster page, and you'll get it. We are live at Israel Lytle's Morning Disaster. I am Ray, along with Doran.
Morning.
Along with, I believe Nikki is here. Hello, Nikki. Is she here?
Good morning.
And Jamie is on with us. Hi, Jamie. How are you?
Hola.
And
¿Cómo está?
this is what you guys have been waiting for. This is a big show. Doran, you look good, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
I don't hear where you're.
I know I'm going to get ridiculed, so I at least have to.
I don't know. I don't think we'll be hearing anyone say, "You look like regrets, honey."
I hope not.
Whatever was going to be said. I think you look good. Yeah.
Thank you. I have to go to work today, so yay me.
That sucks. That
Yeah, I'm
sucks.
kind of over it. I want to go back on lockdown, I think. I'm so tired.
Jamie, where are you broadcasting from?
My backyard.
Yeah, it looks like he's out. You look good. You got a nice background.
I come prepared, unlike Doran.
I tried to go outside, but it's humid. I will start melting and I will fuzz. And it looks like it's gonna rain. So I'll just stay right here.
It's been raining all week.
I know, I'm over it. It's messing up the baseball schedule and everything.
Yeah, it sucks.
Hate it.
I'll be damned. And Nikki is back. Nikki, did you get your COVID test?
Yes, I did.
So now what? You wait for results or what? How's that work?
72 hours.
Oh, shit.
So you will know when? Saturday? No.
Listen, this is why we're never going to beat this disease. It's 72 hours for you to find out if you got it or not. Until we get a test for everybody. I know some people have this test, but I mean a test for everybody where you find out in 5 minutes.
However, they did not stick it all the way up to your eyeball.
Oh.
Ew.
Is this your first
They
test?
don't do that.
Well, good.
That's enough.
Yeah, no.
So just have the inside of your nose about for 15 seconds on each side, and then that's it.
My daughter has had several of them. Yeah.
It was not bad.
Well, that doesn't sound pleasant either.
Yeah. I mean,
So it was a little tickle. It was just like right on the inside of your nose.
well,
It was like a Q-tip.
if it would have been pleasant, I mean, it could have been.
Did they just put the tip in?
Yeah, they have to put the whole thing. They have to put the whole thing, not just the tip, for it to work.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh well. It is. And they could have put. I mean, think about it. They could test you from. They could have tested in the vagina or something to make.
Oh, good
I'm
God.
just saying, you want to make it a little more pleasurable. I'm trying to figure it out for you. You know.
I don't have a problem with it.
Oh,
So.
all right. I was just saying. I don't know if COVID shows up in the clitoral region, but they have to find COVID. You've got to find the disease in order for it to show up, and the best place is in your nose.
I think we discussed that you can't get corona through your butt, so maybe you can't get it that way either.
But your butt can give
the Rona.
Yeah. I think people are complaining Nikki's mic is too loud. Nikki's mic is always too loud because she sits on her phone.
Well, then turn it down.
What do you think I'm doing? Am I some kind of You think I'm some kind of first timer or something? Like I've never done this before? Obviously.
Obviously, if every time my
Obviously, I am turning it down. God damn.
Why does it get turned up anyway?
Unbelievable. You talk too loud.
Huh?
Don't blame me because you're.
Poor Nikki.
Your
Who plays with these controls and we're done?
Unbelievable. You're just angry because we're doing a Friday show.
I don't feel good. I'm tired.
Oh, here we go.
I really don't give a fuck.
And Doran, I see Doran's walking again.
I know. I can't sit still, and I was low on coffee.
Are you going to pee again?
I'm not going to pee.
Jamie,
Not-
were you
well, not
watching?
yet. It's early.
Jamie, were you watching the show the other day when Doran peed in the middle of the show?
I was. Typical.
I was going to ask, did you find it embarrassing for her?
No, I mean, I've been in a porta pot with her before, so it doesn't bother me.
You've been in a what?
Porta pot.
Oh, what were you doing in a porta pot together?
I think she asked me to go in there. She was peeing.
I can.
Doran, why are you asking people to go with you into a porta potty?
So I have my friend to talk to.
Well, what do you need to talk to? I've never understood this. What do you need to talk to someone for when you're taking a piss?
Because I might get lonely in there.
It is just insane. I went through this when I was, I would have been high school, college age. There was an event in Gillespie at the KC Hall or something. There was something they had. And some woman was flirting with me, an older woman in the beer tent. But I looked old enough to get into beer tents when I was like 17, you know. So I would go into the beer tent, and the woman goes, "Come with me." And we walk behind the KC Hall, and the girl is talking to me as she's squatting and peeing. But I thought it was the most unattractive thing I'd ever seen, and I was like, oh. I have no intention of spending any more time with this person. And
So you just met her, and she lured you.
I was flirting with her for like maybe a half an hour.
Okay.
And she said, "Come with me." And I thought she wanted to go make out or something. So I thought, like, here we go. Oh, yeah, here it goes.
Did you have sex with her?
No, I didn't, because I couldn't get away quick enough. She started peeing.
No hand jobs or nothing?
No. Here we go. Jamie, we go behind the building, and she starts, she's wearing these tight white pants. I still remember this. She undoes the pants, and she pulls them down, and I'm thinking, oh, fuck, here we go. She's going to bend over the dumpster and let me do her right here. I mean, I thought something big was happening. She pulls down her pants, and she squats, and I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And I was standing there, semi-erected, thinking I was going to get something. And she's peeing and going, "Just talk to me." And I'm like, oh. I didn't know if she was...
Did you take care of yourself later?
No, I think I perhaps ended up with someone else that night. But I definitely wasn't with the girl that was peeing.
So you basically were a man whore?
Not all the time, but on this particular night, I think I was.
No, we all have our moments.
Yeah, but it turned me off. It turned me off because she was taking a pee while I was flirting with her. You don't. I never understand the "I can't pee alone" concept.
Well, I can pee alone. I just didn't want to.
That's what I don't understand. You should always want to pee alone. It's one of the things that one should want to do by themselves.
No, not always. Especially
Ray,
when we're
I
out
have
there.
Doran's top 10 list right here.
Oh my God, you printed it up, really?
I typed it and printed it. I did show prep last night.
Oh, it's about time we get some of that on this program.
We got some topics of conversation and Doran's top 10 list.
I love it. Okay. I would love to hear some of Doran's top 10 list to get the show going, everybody.
Here we go.
Let's hear it.
All right, we'll do two right now.
All right.
Number 10. Doran showing off her new titties at the salon Christmas party, and her parents were sitting right next to her.
Wait a minute.
Doran, Rob remembered that one.
Doran,
We were at
you had just gotten your breast? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, they were relatively new.
And you were showing people your You were showing. What were you? How were you showing them?
I was showing
Were
them.
you having people feel them or anything? I would hope not.
No, I don't think so.
I did.
Yeah,
felt
Jamie
them.
gets touchy. She's touchy like that.
Jamie, did she just offer you the breast to touch, or how did that work?
No, he just went after it.
Well, that kind of, it goes back to her number 2, but we'll save that for later.
All right.
But yes, I did feel them because they were put in under the muscle or above the muscle or something.
Under.
There was a new technique in St. Louis. Yeah, under. So I felt on them.
And they were gummy titties. They're actually I was in a test program.
Gummy titties.
Gummy titties, yeah. I was in a test program. I had to get like approved and everything. They're actually one solid piece of silicone. They're not like a bag filled with gooey silicone. They're the consistency of a gummy bear covered in Teflon.
Really? Because I've never felt your breast. Do they feel like real breast? I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nikki, feel your breast right now. Tell me if that feels like a gummy.
I'm not going to feel my breath and see if I feel like gummy bears.
Oh, hold on. I'm feeling mine. Mine sort of feels like a bag of wet cement strapped to my chest. My man titties. My middies. Or moobs.
Goodness.
Whatever you want to call it. What else is on your list, Jamie?
Number 9. She rekindled a relationship with a guy a few years ago. We all knew him years and years ago. Lives in the 314 area code, I believe it is, Doran.
Mm-hmm.
St. Louis. Or is that 312? 314.
It's 314.
And she left her DVDs at his house. And she didn't want to go get them, so she just left them.
But I got them back.
Oh, did he mail them or send them through his mom?
He sent them through his mommy.
So
His mommy gave them to
That
his
was a-
stylist, and her stylist happens to be a close friend of Jamie and I. So she showed up at my salon day one day with this bag of DVDs with a look of disgust on her face.
Unbelievable.
I'll do one more because the next one is really funny.
All right.
The year that Doran dressed up as Blackbeard the pirate, but her beard was growing out of her vagina. She had the fake beard down between her legs.
What?
What in the hell?
Yes, she did.
What in the hell were you doing?
I was dressed up like a pirate.
Oh, for God's sake. Why did you put the beard in your vagina or near your vagina? What is
Well,
wrong?
because it was funny. I
I'll
got rid of
post
those
pictures
black.
later of that.
You have pictures of her wearing a Halloween costume where she put the beard near her vagina.
I tucked it in my panties, and I had this
Oh,
long black
my
beard that came down to my knees.
God.
Well, I showed up at the Halloween party. Jamie has epic parties. I show up and I've got, my little skull and crossbones headband on, my big hoop earrings, my, ruffly shirt and a long vest. And he looks at me and he's like, "Really? You came as a pirate?"
Oh, my
I'm
God.
so disappointed in you. I go, "Oh no, honey, I'm not just any pirate." And I hiked my leg up on a bar stool and whipped open my vest. I go, "I'm Blackbeard."
Blackbeard the Pussy Pirate.
Yep, that's right.
Unbelievable. Hey, by the way, can I ask everybody, do me a favor, you guys, if you want to talk to, use the YouTube chat room. Just because it's too hard for me to be, my phone and this chat room and that chat room and Facebook messages, it's going to be too hard for me to.
Where is the YouTube chat room? I can't find it.
It's I'm watching the show. The YouTube chat room is to the right of the show.
In YouTube?
Yeah, you got it. If you go to YouTube, that's.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That's what I'd like you guys to use. All right.
It's not as fun as the Facebook chat room, though. It's kind of dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's because people are sending me personal messages on Facebook or to my phone. Really, you guys, I can't follow all this. The best way to do it is to just put it up in the YouTube chat room. And I know that's a pain.
Nobody uses YouTube chat room. Right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. It's just so I can understand what's going, just so I can easily see what's going on. So thank you.
Can you try to shoot it out to Facebook Live again?
No, now that we're started, no. It's Facebook did updates last night.
Oh, lovely.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Oh, that's the Android system you're referring to.
No, Facebook did an update on their page. So I gotta wait till the next Windows update happens until everything is in sync.
You people use the Android and Windows.
Yeah, but this is desktop stuff. So the desktop will have to sync with. So I'll have to probably wait till Sunday. Let's face it. You know when Facebook. I should. But
get great for saying that.
Yeah. I just now got enough to get the Apple development account so I can get the iPhone app going. So.
Yeah, we're waiting on that.
Yeah, and it's gonna take. I gotta wait for Apple to approve me, so it's gonna take a little while, but then we'll get it up and going. And that's the goal with this show. I just want to make it accessible to everybody.
Did you see that guy attack me on your post about the Android app? And I'm like, who uses Android? And he went off on me. It was last week, calling me names and shit. And then some chick jumped in and went off on him. And
Jamie, all you do is every time, all you do is cause trouble. Yes, he argues with everyone.
All I said was, who uses Android?
Yes.
And then he tried to give some fake statistic, which was completely untrue. And it went south from there. There was some name calling, and some girl jumped in and told him off. And
I do remember this, yes. And all I kept thinking was, you know what? He could have just let it go and not insulted.
Oh God, no!
Not insulted Android.
No, he's not gonna let that shit go.
He could have decided to just not insult the Android users, and it would have been okay.
I didn't insult anyone. I just said, who uses Android? I thought they had stopped all that.
I use Android.
I didn't know they still made it anymore.
Oh, for God's sakes. I'm using an Android. I have a Galaxy Note right now that I use because I'm too blind to see anything else. So I need a Galaxy Note. And Sean Gotti's in the chat room saying, who uses Android? This guy uses Android. It's the best and most superior. Oh, now Sean wants to argue with Jamie.
I'm an IT person. He can talk all he wants. He's not going to win.
I'm just saying that life would be easier if you just let it go and don't insult in the first place. That's just my opinion. What do I know?
There was no insult. I just asked who still used it. I mean, I didn't make fun of anyone. I just said, who uses Android?
You don't think that's a little insulting to people who use Android?
Absolutely not.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Do you think it's insulting, like, Doran, what stuff did he say about you the other day?
Which time?
When he said you look like regret.
Regret, bad decision.
You look like bad decisions. Jamie, do you think
she smells like vodka and regret?
Yes. Yes. Do you think that's insulting to say?
No, not at all.
No, I didn't take offense to it because it's true. The truth hurts, but hey.
God.
And I want to reference something yesterday, Ray, that you discussed on your show. I have it in my show prep.
Go right ahead.
You guys were discussing my memory, Doran.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I do have a photographic memory. I can remember everything,
really,
even from very young childhood.
So you think you have that memory thing?
Yeah, I can remember homes that we lived in before I was 2 years old.
Really? See, that's amazing.
Incredible. I didn't know that about you.
That's how I got through school. The classes I didn't like was I just memorized stuff to pass tests. I didn't learn it. I just memorized it.
I wish I had a better memory. I really do. They think there's 12 people in the world that have this that memory thing where you remember everything. 12 people in the world. By the way, there's over 8 billion people in the world.
That's a pretty incredible.
They think
number.
only 12 have this.
How do they know it's only 12? They didn't test all 8 million.
Well, I'm sure they didn't
Billion.
test all 8 billion, but still, they've only documented 12 people with it. That's pretty cool.
Doran, what special gift
I
do
want to
you
know
have?
who's running the study.
I'm sorry, what?
What special gifts do you have that you're capable of doing? Be honest. Be honest.
What do you think you do better than anybody else, Dora?
I don't know. I have
Blow
pretty,
job.
but I don't brag about those. I've never bragged about those.
I've read about them
You
You
read
read
about
about them. Oh my God.
on the truck stop wall. I was reading it. At the truck stop.
Dora, are you good at the fellatio?
I think so. I've never had anyone complain, so.
I like it when you do it to yourself. That was really interesting that night when you're able to do that on yourself.
How?
What was that? What did I do? This is that whole memory thing we're talking about. I don't remember this one.
When you went down on yourself that night, autofellatio.
How?
Oh, yeah. That was back in my yoga days.
You mean you were able to adjust your body in a way to where you could?
She's a contortionist.
You could contort your own. There was a time in your life when you were so nimble.
Mm-hmm.
You could.
Last fall, wasn't it?
Last fall.
You could contort yourself to where you could put your own vagina near your mouth.
Yes.
Wow.
Does that go under my special skill set?
That's pretty amazing. I didn't realize you were that flexible.
Yeah, I don't know that I am still, but yeah, I used to be very.
Could you still
both legs behind my head?
Could you still put your legs up, pretty high? There's
footprints in our guest room on the ceiling.
There's
Oh
my
my
leg.
God, I'm looking at you. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yep.
I know that there was a time when I could put my wife's knees up near her, her knees would go up near her ears. Yeah.
Why? What were you doing?
Well, I'm just saying when I'd be giving it to her good, or at least as close to half-ass as I could get. I would sometimes put the knees up, you know what I mean? Drive it home. It's been many years. Now, now I'm not sure that, I'm not even sure that how high those would get up. And I'm just, Doran, I was looking at you. You literally just put your head, your foot up near your ear. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. I
I'm
used to be
impressed.
really flexible, but
I'm gonna try mine, but I don't think I can lift up.
Where were we, Jamie, when I did that? Were we at your house or were we out somewhere?
We were in a house somewhere. I think
In a
it was
house?
probably here.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it was here.
How long have you had your house, Jamie?
15 years.
Good for you.
It's gorgeous.
August, it'll be 15 years.
Wow.
You haven't been in. You've been to the drive.
Yeah, I've never been in the house, but I've been. It's a nice neighborhood. The driveway's great. It looked good.
The backyard is like a tropical paradise.
Yeah, I've seen
Awesome.
on Facebook. On Facebook, he'll put his backyard. He's got fish and he's got a whole fountain thing set up and.
Oh my God, the cruise
Waterfall.
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cruise ship and the koi pond.
Yeah.
Really. It's hilarious.
It's back there now. It's here floating around.
Pete says, what does Doran put behind her ears to attract guys? Her ankles. It's great.
Oh, I can't
She
find
produces
anything on
a
YouTube.
fragrance. She produces a fragrance down there. It attracts people.
Yes, it shoots out the pheromone.
Uh-huh.
That's what really.
Like the Black Widow. She lures them in.
Her superpower.
That's her superpower. Yes.
But sometimes it's not all that refreshing to smell. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Sakes.
Jamie.
Let me tell you.
Only after a night at your house.
Oh, for heaven's
Right.
sakes. Uh,
Right.
I have known
Oh,
Dorn many years, and she always smells pleasant.
thank you,
There were
Ray.
a couple times, I'm not going to lie, there's a couple times where the breath was a little vodka-y in the morning. But other than that, I've never smelled.
Have you been laying on the couch with her after a morning of drinking,
No,
after a night of drinking
I've
on
never-
the next morning?
I've never laid anywhere with her. She's a very close friend of mine, but I've never smelled anything unpleasant on her before, or ever laid with her anywhere. So that's my only experience. Has never been unpleasant.
And that was in the studio, wasn't it?
Yeah, you would come in
Yeah.
sometimes. You'd come in a little bit late, and you'd go, "Oh my God, I had a rough night," and you go, "Oh," and then I catch a whiff of it. I go, "Okay, I could." Now I know what. Yeah, now I get the scent of a rough night. Yeah, but usually, the coffee, you'd be starting in on coffee or whatever, and then it would,
Oh, sure.
it would go away. Like some people back in those days, like Jimmy, when Jimmy came in and when he stunk,
Oh,
and near the end he started stinking a lot. It would stick. Like you knew this was going to be a whole morning of stink. This was not going to be a part-time stink. This is going to be a full-time stink the rest of the show.
he was quite whiffy.
Yeah.
He's like, whew, take a whiff of that.
Yeah,
He's
very-
a little whiffy.
Very odorific.
Horrific. Not so terrific.
Yeah. You would catch that. All right, let's get more of your top 10 list, Jamie. I'm
All right.
rather enjoying
Number
it.
7. Doran waging war with the trashy hairdresser at the salon that steals from him. Remember that? She was going to beat this girl's ass because she was stealing from him.
You found out she was a coworker?
Yes.
Yes. Trashy.
You found out
You're friends with her, Ray.
You found out I'm friends with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do I know her well?
She is, I don't know, but she's bottom of the barrel.
You're saying that you worked with a girl who was stealing from the salon.
Stealing from me. Well, she
Yeah.
was stealing from everyone.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And Dorn, you got into it with her? Did you actually fight, or did you
quit? You left the salon, didn't you, Doran?
I left the salon because the owner of the salon wouldn't reprimand her or even acknowledge the fact that she was stealing.
And you guys you say I actually know her?
Yep.
Yeah. She's also the one that allegedly was turning tricks in the basement.
Send
Jamie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was different.
Dirty hoe. She's a dirty hoe, man. I wanted to beat her ass so bad. Oh my God.
Send
She stole hundreds of dollars of color and stuff like that. And
Oh
Ray
my
was on
God.
maternity leave, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody send
And
me.
if she needed a new phone, she would go to a bar and just take them from
Yeah.
people
Are
that
you
were laid them down in
serious?
the bars.
Oh, yeah.
And she cut
Oh, yeah.
hair, this girl?
Mm-hmm. She was banned from like every supply house. For
Is she just a
shoplifting.
Facebook
Yeah.
friend of mine, or Dorn? Is she just a Facebook friend, or do I actually know her?
I think you probably met her. It's been years, but you're Facebook friends. If she's not a friend of yours,
Oh, then I probably don't. Yeah.
I would have something to say about that.
Send me a name. Send me a message, a Facebook message. Let me know who it is. Because I don't. I'm maxed out on friends. I got 5,000 friends. I don't know. There's a bunch of them I don't know.
Yeah.
But now I'm interested.
All
in
right.
who it
The
is.
next one,
Yeah.
Doran, you're gonna love this.
Oh God, I'm ready.
But I don't know how many years ago it was. I've lost track. But Doran went on a wonderful vacation, chance of a lifetime vacation, and got pregnant.
That's not exactly what happened, but it's close.
Yeah.
I do, Jamie.
Yeah, well, you
I actually
met
remember
him on
that one.
vacation and got pregnant.
I remember that one, Jamie. I remember when she came back from the vacation, and was telling us she
Yes.
met him.
She met this wonderful guy.
From New
He's
Jersey.
from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the best.
From Jersey.
Blah, 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 blah.
Uh-huh. He was the best then.
Yes. He walked.
Yeah.
What?
He walked on water.
Yeah.
Then I got to know him.
Then he became an SOB pretty fast after that walking on water, didn't he?
It's usually how it plays out in
Yeah,
my world
that's
anyway.
how it works. Oh, my God. That is true. She met him on vacation. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
I did. I was on vacation.
Mexico? Was it Mexico?
Yeah, it was. Playa del Carmen.
Playa del Carmen's beautiful. What a
Yeah,
great
it was
place.
beautiful.
Oh, how
They're
funny.
beautiful. But,
Hey-
well, and the end result of that is I have an awesome kid, but Jamie threw me the best baby shower
Yeah.
ever. Like, I had two. I had one that was, like, family friendly, and then he threw the friends with all my girlfriends. And, oh, my God, it was fantastic. We played awesome games.
He
Like,
didn't have any blow-up dicks or anything at your baby shower, did he?
oh,
Wasn't it?
absolutely.
Okay.
I had a penis
Oh,
pinata.
for God's sakes.
Yeah, I've got pictures of me with my big old belly beating the hell out of a penis in his backyard.
Well, you beat the hell
And
out of
this
it.
one
To
hasn't been attached to anybody.
you beat the hell out of that penis to get pregnant in the first place. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Hey, by the
Or
way,
he beat
Jamie,
her up. Okay.
Jamie, did you see the artwork of the Jamie T-shirt on the Morning Disaster page?
I did. That's amazing.
Listener-
Who did that?
Listener Terry.
Yep. that's
sent-
Terry.
He sent that over to me about 6 o'clock this morning. And I put it on the page. I'm like, oh my
I
God, I
did.
got to get this up before the show starts.
I just saw that. Yes, that's
Fantastic.
impressive.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead to the next one, Jamie.
Number 5, Jordan giving everyone lap dances at 3 in the morning at my Christmas party.
Yeah.
I've got video of that, which I need to post on your.
Oh yeah, at the very least.
I had fabulous shoes on.
Is that what you were looking when you were looking really good?
That was just, what, a year ago? Yeah, I was looking
Year
good.
ago.
Yeah. I was
I'm saying
looking
if I looked as good as, I mean, and don't get me wrong, you still look good now. But I'm saying there's been times in your life where you've looked really
Not so good.
Well, no, I'm saying there have been times you've looked really good. I'm saying if I look like that, I would be doing shit all the time to show it off.
She
You'd
does.
be giving, you'd be giving lap dances. at 3
Yeah,
a.m.
I'd be wearing half shirts.
She does.
I would I would put myself in a situation where my boob accidentally falls out like, oh goodness, how did that get out?
That happens all the time.
I'd wear really short skirts. Oh, I forgot to wear underwear today. I'm saying that I would be finding all kinds of excuses just to show off how hot I was.
She does. That's what we call slut.
What? Jamie.
Just kidding, Jordan.
I know you're not.
I love you as much as I love Discord.
What?
Oh, wow.
What number are we on now?
I just finished 5.
All right. Jamie's list for
Do we want
Doran.
to do them all now, or
Yeah,
wait
yeah,
and
let's-
extend it out? to
Let's
keep
run them
the
down
rating
because
stuff on
I don't
the
know when
show?
Doran has to bail because I know she
gotta
said
jump
she's
off
heading
at
down.
9.
Yeah, she's heading down
Sorry.
south.
At
so,
9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, number 4, Jordan beating the penis piata in our backyard in heels, which we just discussed that. At her
And I wore 3-inch heels almost the entire time I was pregnant.
That's pretty good.
I ran around in heels all the time. It was crazy.
Now, number 3,
Oh.
Rob didn't remember this because Andrea did it at our party, like either before you or after you.
Okay.
But when Andrea did it, I had a lot of problems taking care of the situation. But the night that you passed out on the bar on our back deck in the yard, because you were slumped over on the bar and I brought you in and put you in your bedroom. Now, Andrea, she was more, you were just go with the flow, but Andrea was defiant with me.
Oh my
and I had to drag her to the couch upstairs in the upstairs living room. And that's where she passed out because I got her sunglasses stuck in her hair, and I was yanking them out, and I was yanking out handfuls of hair because her glasses
God.
edged in her hair.
Oh my God.
And didn't I get dropped off at your house one night and I couldn't figure out how to get in your house and I slept on your patio furniture.
Oh my.
We were at you left downtown. We were at the station wagon, and you left and came and slept outside under the gazebo.
Yeah, I did.
All right, number 2. We were outside smoking at the salon, and my brother came in to get a haircut, and you had just got your titties. And so number 2 is Doran showing me her titties in front of my brother, because my brother practically had a heart attack because he's a redneck. He's an uneducated white male Trumper that has I have more game than he does with women, if that's telling you anything. And
you say your brother's a redneck, a Trump fan.
My brother's a redneck. Yeah, he's a redneck. And Doran whipped her titties out there on the back porch, and he's sitting there, and he about died. And if I was still talking to him, which I'm not, he always talked about that.
He still talks about Doran's titties. How many years ago was that?
Oh, gosh. 15?
12, 14 years ago,
Yeah,
15, whenever she got her titties.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never
But
seen
we don't speak, but if we spoke,
Jamie,
we would
I've
talk
never
about
seen
that.
them. I've never seen them.
Everyone's seen her titties.
No, she's never shown them to me. I'm one of her best
Doran,
friends.
show your titties right quick.
No, I'm one of her best friends. She's never showed me. I would, we don't want to make it uncomfortable. I'm not openly, I'm not openly.
Do we want number
requesting
1?
it. Yeah, of course.
Oh, God. Might as well just put it out there.
Number 1
This
of
is the creme
Jamie's
of the-
list for Doran.
This is the creme of the crop. It was about, 4 o'clock in the morning because the bars had closed. I was inebriated, either on the floor in my bedroom or in the bed,
Uh-huh.
and I hear this loud thunder. I thought maybe there had been a tornado and something had happened. The house shook for real. And it happened like 2 or 3 times. I ran out in the hallway to figure out the origin of the sound because there were several people spending the night that night because we had a big party. I knew Doran was in the upstairs guest room upstairs. And then I had several people on couches in both living rooms and the other bedrooms downstairs. And Doran was fucking my bartender, and she broke the bed, my childhood bed that I brought from my parents' house. She broke not one, but 2 of the wooden slats
for God's
that
sakes.
held the bed up in the frame. So then they continued. After they broke the bed, they got on the floor, and that's what I continuously was hearing because the thrusts were so hard that it was echoing through the house like a freight train.
Jamie, did you tip the guy you hired to be the bartender?
Yeah, I pay him. And then he got tips from the people at the party.
I'm saying you probably didn't have to.
No, but what I found out later, Doran, and you helped me with this one, is he had banged you that night, but he was...
He was what?
You lost your mic, babe. Did we lose him?
I don't know. I
Right
still
in
see
the
him.
peak of the story.
Yeah, it sounded like he was doing it for dramatic purposes.
Yes, the dramatic pause.
And now he's taking out the earbuds.
But was it? Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jamie. No, he's.
We can't hear you.
We
I
can't
think
hear
what
you.
he was trying to say is I don't know if this was the party or not.
Right now,
Oh, now
yeah,
I hear
there
him,
you
yeah.
are. There you are.
he was working Christina, remember? Because he was communicating with her.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He was playing two of us cougars at the same time.
Well, how old was this guy? We've heard a lot of stories, but how old was this guy?
Oh my gosh, Jamie, how old was he?
20.
Like 20 maybe.
And you were how
Yeah.
old? And you were what age do you think you were?
Sorry for 40.
I was 40. I think it was probably late 30s or 40. I might have been 40.
How old are you now?
I'll be 47.
Oh, I thought
You're so young.
Thought I was what? Thought I was younger or older.
You're so young.
I thought you were closer to my age.
I am close to your age. I'm close to 38.
Tuesday night, we're going to go back to the 20s.
Going back to the 20s.
I've always I'm when you say you're 47, you know what I mean? I think, oh my God, she's not that old, but I guess you are, aren't you? You're
Mhm.
yeah.
I am. Well, August.
Damn.
August, I'll be 47.
We're all so old.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nikki's 67 years old. We don't say it very often, but
Oh, shut up.
Nikki, how old are you?
47.
Yeah, you're right around the same age as Dorn, right? You're
Yeah, we're the same age.
I'm
Yeah.
47.
I'll be damned. That's about my perfect friend's age, 47. If you're I don't want you to be my friend if you're in your 50s.
What? Why not?
Because they're too old. I got Sean Balint is about my only 50 plus friend.
Well,
Yeah.
most people that are in their 50s, they're acting like they're half dead already.
Sean's 50 going on 78. That's too old for me. I like you young, spry 47-year-olds.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Now
there
you're,
you
now
are.
you're fine. Jamie, how old are you?
52.
Oh, Jamie's my age. All right. So
Mhm.
I knew we were right around the same age. But we're both young at heart, you know.
Absolutely.
Hey, Ray,
Once again,
you want to get some Botox on Tuesday with us?
I don't need it. Are you kidding? I don't need Botox. Aren't you looking at the camera?
You could use some. You could use a lift.
Where do I need Where do I need the Botox?
One doesn't need it. You just get it.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. Just get it.
I wouldn't know where I'd need it.
Well, you never know where you need it until you get it,
Yeah.
and then you love it.
Exactly.
Jordan, you look good though. You think it's the Botox that did that, or?
I think so. I mean, it's like it smoothed out all of this, and it got rid of my grumpy lines. So
Just tell them it's healthy living. That's what I tell them.
it's maintenance.
I don't think I need Botox. I don't need it. I'm too fat. I'm too fat. I don't need anything that stretches it out.
Well, scrunch up your eyebrows, like try to furrow your brows.
You need it. You need it. Absolutely.
I think that adds character when I do it. Hold on. I think that adds some
That's-
character.
That adds wrinkles.
Your age.
I got to tell you, I think it looks pretty good. I wish I could do that all the time.
Oh, I
can't
can't do
move
that
our-
anymore.
Can you move your eyebrows? I can't move mine.
You
I
guys,
can't move mine.
it's
I'm
because,
trying right now.
because you guys have so much Botox.
I
You
can't.
can't
What?
move your eyebrows.
Nope.
I
No.
like being able to move my eyebrows.
No,
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm trying.
And you
Yeah.
guys think it's good that you can't move your eyebrows?
Correct.
Unbelievable.
absolutely.
I told you, Jamie, I'd put some in my scrotum.
Yeah, they do that.
I'd get a little Botox in the scrot. Little scrot injection. That's what I'm going to use it for. Pete is saying,
Doran, didn't you have the anal bleaching done?
The what?
Anal bleaching.
I did not. I did not have that.
I like how he says that. I like how Jamie says that so matter-of-factly. Didn't you have anal bleaching done?
No, I didn't. I that's not really on the to-do list, but
Anal
We
bleaching
can do it
is...
together. We can do it together.
Anal bleaching is when the area. This is one of those white people problems. The area around your anus, because of let's face it, because of the shit, it's caused it over years to darken. And so white people.
I don't think that's why.
No, I think
go on.
But go ahead, Ray.
I think that they go in and they bleach it to kind of take the darkness away. So they bleach the area. Is that correct?
Jamie.
I don't know. I don't think it's from defecating, because that wipes off. I don't think that would turn your skin darker.
It's not shit stains, Ray.
Hyperpigmentation.
I'm not saying it stains or shit. I'm saying that it's just over time. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, Dawn, when you put hair color in people's hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
You put hair color, and sometimes the hair color could, if you put it on the skin and don't wipe it off, it would stain it.
Yes, but that's a hair
Poop
dye.
doesn't do that.
Poop is not dye.
I'm saying that over time, and
we're saying you're full of shit.
Hey,
Nikki's right. It's absolutely hyperpigmentation. It's just like age spots or sunspots.
It's a white problem. That's all I know.
I'm
I'm sure around my anus is the same color as my brown. I'm sure my brown anus and the color around it is the same color. That's all I'm saying. Hold on, I'll bend over. Jamie, I'm
on a hand mirror.
I'm gonna bend over. I'm gonna bend over and I'm gonna point my sphincter towards the camera, and I want you guys to tell me. Hold on, let me shine the light, and I'll shine the light on it. You guys tell me if I need it bleached or not.
Hey, Doran.
Yes.
Harry Fairholtz just texted me and she's watching us.
Do what?
Harry Fairholtz just messaged me and she's watching us. Carrie Kincaid.
Oh, Carrie. Yes. Oh, that's hilarious.
Doran, you still haven't texted me the name of the person. You said that I'm friends with the thief.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, you may not recognize the name, but maybe I can pull up a photo. I'm pretty sure she has me blocked every which way but Tuesday.
Well, if you give me the name, I'll,
She's a dandy. I mean, yeah. There you go. Yeah, I don't know if I can pull up a picture or not, but man,
yeah, I don't know. Do I know her? I'm friends with her on Facebook, that girl?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know her. That's probably just a Facebook. That's probably just a Facebook friend. So. Yeah, I'm not friends with her. But you're saying that's a. I've never had a conversation with that girl.
Ooh, man, she's on the filter.
Really?
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. That is filtered. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I got.
So you have no more Dornisms, Jamie?
Jamie, could you describe Dorn's look today? So I think she looks very boobalicious.
I don't know.
Honest?
Are you being honest?
No, should I be?
Of course.
He's got.
Here we go.
Well, you need some color.
What, on my hair?
No, on your skin. You need to darken your hair or get a tan. Come over and I'll spray you.
Oh, okay.
You gotta wait a minute. You have a spray tan set up at your house?
In the garage, I absolutely
do. For goodness sakes. At your house, people could come by and get spray tanned. Oh, for this is just.
Me and my friend Andrea, we started drinking. We drank for like 3 hours, and we decided I was gonna spray tan her and myself, and we looked Iranian by the end of the night. And she went home, and her daughters were very upset with her because she looked Middle Eastern. She was very dark. And we had drank several bottles of wine.
Oh my
and
God.
it was not pretty at all. It was awful. But we looked good after we rinsed it off. But yeah, it was rough.
Jamie, I have seen you make fun of our president, Trump, for his spray tanning.
Pause. I don't do orange. I do brown. He's orange. He's an Oompa Loompa.
You make fun of him, but yet you have a setup in your house to spray tan yourself.
I have the good stuff. He doesn't have the good stuff.
You'd think that
Jamie has top of the line solutions.
Really?
He's just he doesn't get the orange. You get brown.
I know how that works. I don't know how you guys do it. For me, literally, I'll just have to go outside.
Come over. I'll spray tan you.
No, I don't need a spray tan. I'm just saying, when it's really hot and sunny, literally, if I go outside and without my 30 whatever sunscreen that I put on because I've gotten old, if I just go outside for 5 minutes and let the sun hit my skin, it'll be fine.
I can do that real quick, whole body, 5 minutes for brown.
And I don't want to be sticky,
You're not sticky when it dries. Hey, where's Millie? We need Millie in the house.
We do need her. I don't know what she's. She was in the chat room. I want to say it was yesterday.
Yes. Was.
I didn't realize until afterwards I was telling some kind of embarrassing sex story or something, and my mother was in the chat room.
Your mother was.
Thanks for letting me know. By the way, Nikki or Doran, one of you guys, when you guys notice that, let me know. So I don't get into some sex story when my mother's in the chat room.
Oh.
Hey, Jamie, you're going to like this. On on Facebook, there was a woman who put up a picture of Jesus. And she said, "My children, let me end the debate right now. All lives matter. Love Jesus." And I saw it. And so I just put on her page. I go, if all lives matter, then quit getting so angry when someone wants to remind you about the black ones. Because right now, because right now, those are the ones that need some help. And
did she reply?
Yeah. Some friend of hers gets on and goes, "Hey, Ray, she doesn't need reminded." She summed that up with all lives matter. You are the one that needs reminded. The genie, one of the most kindest, loving souls out there, a very rare individual. And who the hell are you to remind her? Is that your job? I think not. You really think she needs to be reminded?
Wow.
When that's all you see on Facebook and all the news about BLM and destruction of property, and furthermore, just because you're advocating for Black Lives Matter doesn't mean she should. Again, all lives matter to her. I think we got plenty of people advocating for Black Lives Matter as it is. How about you advocate for peaceful protest right along with police reform? I'm not saying this is exactly how she feels. What I'm saying is, has it ever occurred to you, how about you not tell her how to feel and how you should get off her page with this angry bullshit? Now perhaps I need to remind you not to get so angry when someone has their own opinion. And so this woman just attacks me. And then the woman whose page it is says, thanks for having my back, my friend. I just usually don't reply to stupid shit." And it was crazy. I mean, these women are just attacking me. And
I thought I had a woman attacking me on the chat room earlier in the week, and come to find out it was not a woman at all. It was some guy that was using some woman's Facebook profile.
Oh, the guy that you were telling me about this. The guy that was some guy that said he had pictures of you with a black guy or something.
Yeah.
Of which,
Yeah.
by the way, Dorn's like the least racist.
Yeah, right.
She's one of the least racist people I know. She's not going to be. You said the guy sent you a private message, right?
Called me through Messenger.
Yeah, and you took the call.
I did.
And what was
I did.
What was the deal? What was
He
her deal?
was
What was her deal?
so high or so screwed up. All he could do was giggle and say, "You're hot as fuck."
It was a guy. It was a
It was a
guy.
guy. Yeah, it was a dude. And he was so high, and he had like some crazy music going in the background, and all he could do was giggle. And I'm like, why are you trolling me? And he's like, I'm not trolling you. Hi. I'm like, oh my God, he couldn't even carry a conversation on. But and I went to the Facebook profile, and it's a beautiful girl, but it's some guy that I set this profile up. It's make you think it's this Sarah person. And it's not. It's some guy.
So that was a guy. Yeah, because
It was
I
a
didn't
guy.
I didn't see it live when the show was going on, but you told me
Yeah.
about it, and so I
Well,
went back.
Jamie's the one who told me about it. He's like, "Who is that? Who is that bitch?"
I
I'm
went
like,
back.
I don't know.
I went back and looked and
Mhm.
on that particular show, and I saw it, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
I know.
And you're
So,
saying
but yeah,
you're saying it was not even a girl.
no, it's somebody who's totally had a fake profile.
So
Yeah.
there are no pictures of you handling a BB. I believe what they say, a BBC.
I said post them. I go, if you have them, I
Yeah.
want to see them.
I want to see him too.
And yeah, he just laughed. He goes, I ain't got nothing. I'm like, that's what I thought.
Oh, that's great. By the way, Pete's comment on what I said when that woman put the pictures up saying All Lives Matter, and I said, then why do you get so pissed off when they talk about the black ones? And Pete had the greatest quote. He goes, if your wife was upset and asked you, do you love me? And your response was, I love everybody. How do you think that's going to go over?
Ooh,
That's a great quote. I like that. I'm going to use that.
That's good. That's really good. Hey, I've got to jump off here. I got to go to work. It's been fun, guys. Have a
Yeah.
happy, safe day. Okay, bye.
I'll hang out with Jamie and Nikki and get you the rest of the show. Have fun today down south.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Stand up on cam so we can get a look at those things. There we go. Just trying to get people listeners happy.
Glad I can help.
Have a good weekend.
Okay, love you guys.
Take care. There we go. Fantastic. Oh my God. Jamie, how does she not get mad? How does she not get mad when you tell Doran she looks like regret or she looks like a bad decision? How does she not get mad?
I'm back.
I can't hear him. What was that?
I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, how does she not get mad when you say these things?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Who, Doran, you mean?
Yeah, how does she not get mad when you say you look like regrets or you look like bad decisions?
Oh, it's just because we've been so close for so many years.
All right, I guess I'll buy
I
that.
mean, that's just the way we are. I've always been that way with her. I don't know. It's always been that way. I have several girls that I run around with that are like
I think it's great. You said earlier, I got a couple questions for what you said. You said that your brother lives in a small redneck town. Is that where you're from?
No. I'm from Riverton, but he's over by Jacksonville in some little town.
Oh,
We haven't spoke for a long time. Well, since the election.
Yeah. And you're angry at him because why?
Well, no, we did speak briefly a few months ago when my mom wasn't well, but we have a difference of opinions when it comes to political.
So you guys,
and you could just imagine.
You just don't talk?
No, I blocked him on my phone. I'm sure he blocked me. Yeah.
What's he gonna do? I mean, and that was because his candidate won, right?
Correct.
What are you gonna do? What's he gonna do in November when your candidate wins? Because I'm telling you,
Well,
I mean,
the only bad thing is we're not speaking, so I could throw it in his face.
Yeah, but I'm saying, will you then unblock him because now you have something
No.
that you could throw in his face?
No.
And by
No.
the way,
I'm kind of. It shows your. I don't know. You know my feelings towards that. So
yeah.
I removed a lot of people from my life at that point. A lot of childhood friends, high school friends, grade school friends, family members. Yeah, I lost. Well, I lost like 180 friends in like 24 hours on Facebook.
I recently
Wow.
I recently went through and unfriended anyone who was putting up certain things that on Facebook, and
Right.
then I replaced them. This is honest. This true
Right.
story. I went through Facebook. I mean, I was full. You can only get 5,000 friends, and then Facebook
Right.
cuts you off. And so I deleted a bunch of them that were either particularly racist is the thing that gets me. I don't like racism.
Right. Yeah,
And
me neither.
So I deleted these people, and then I went and I specifically looked for people who had particularly liberal views on Facebook, and I sent them friend requests. And then they accepted, and I got to be honest, since I've done that, I'm a lot less angry.
Yeah, when I still have a couple on there that support him. I unfollow them so I don't see their feeds. But during the election was such a brutal time that I was just I'm constantly getting suspended from Facebook. They're always suspending my account. So I basically either had to remove them or force them to remove me, which I put a post up that was really long. And I called out all of these. I didn't tag people. I just said, all of these women that I know that are posting all this stuff for Trump and, this and that. And I'm like, I took you guys to get abortions back in the 80s. I took off work. I drove you down to Granite City to get abortions. And now you're supporting someone that wants to take that right away from people that may need it in the future. It was just ridiculous. And I just put this really long rambling post and all of these men that I know that are married with children and stuff that are dabbling around with guys on the side. And they are posting all this stuff that, about Trump and Make America Great and home value, family values. I'm like, you people are sickening because I knew one girl that had multiple abortions, which that's fine. That's her body.
Yeah.
And I took her to get them, and now she's posting all this stuff that completely contradicts, and people might learn from the things they didn't like in life or whatever. I get it. But don't ruin it for people that may need something in the future.
So
yeah, I had a
was
mass exit.
She's all pro-life now, even though when she was younger.
She needed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She needed it. And, now she wants to take it away from people posting all this stuff. And it wasn't just one person. There were several. There were several people. And so I made that post and people just started bailing on my page because they were afraid that I was going to tag people, which I wasn't.
Well, you would never. You're not going to out people or.
Well, I could have if the radio. But no, after a lot of those people were gone from my page, it's more entertaining, and I enjoy it more as opposed to seeing all that crap from people that I couldn't stand. That I just like my own brother. I don't talk to him. I don't want anything to do with them at all.
Well,
and my nephew is right up there close to him. He's 16, and he was posting stuff on my wall the other night, and he's a couple minutes from getting blocked real soon.
A 16-year-old?
Well, he doesn't know anything because he's, like I said, he's the offspring of a uneducated, angry white male, and that's my brother. And so, like I said, and you can have your own opinion. That's fine, but don't repetitively brag about it, tag me and stuff, post stuff. So I just don't have time for that.
I guess I just don't understand. I mean, it's good. Listen, there's no way And I know I said the same thing in 2016 with Hillary Clinton, but there are some differences. I mean, you look at the polling. If the election were today, the man loses by legendary numbers.
Well, the polling last year at this time in 2016 was in favor of HRC.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the way it's going, he's going to lose. Even he knows he's going to lose, and that's why these rumors of the guy, quitting are so prevalent.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know you're.
I don't know if I believe that or not. He's too vain to quit, but he's also too vain to lose.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think he wants. I don't think he wants to go through an election where he's going to lose by this big a margin. He'd rather quit.
He'll claim it was fraud. He'll say it was mail-in ballot fraud or whatever.
But don't you want?
And people will believe it.
Yeah, that's the sad thing is they'll believe it.
That people believe in Santa Claus too. I don't know what to tell them. I mean, he's going.
I believe in Santa Claus.
He's going to lose. And wouldn't you want to be on Facebook when that happens?
During the election night of 2016 at 9:45, I deactivated Facebook account. I deactivated it until the next evening because my phone, my foes and my friends were going. It was insane. So I had to deactivate, and I had came off a 30-day suspension from Facebook election day. So I literally was able to go back on Facebook at 2, and then when everything was going south for HRC, then I deactivated at 9:45 that night.
Wow.
And I took an Ambien and went to bed.
That was a rough night.
And then the next morning is when my brother and I went at it.
And then you
back and forth really bad.
And then
that was it.
You ended up blocking him or unfriending him or whatever.
Both, and even on my phone, he's blocked on my phone. He can't text or call on my phone.
Oh, that's crazy! Because I grew up in Gillespie, which is a pretty small town, and there's a lot of my high school friends are indoctrinated. I mean, they're sycophants for Trump, and it just drives me crazy. It drives me crazy, but yet I just don't unfriend any of them because it doesn't feel right to unfriend someone you've known for that long.
Right. Oh, I did.
But this Black Lives Matter stuff.
You grew up in Gillespie?
Yeah. I did.
You know Steve Rabel?
What's it? Steve what?
Rabel, Brable.
It sounds familiar, but I don't off the top of my head know.
Okay.
But it sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's an old friend of mine. Him and his wife, he lived in Gillespie or whatever it's called. No, I unfriended a lot of people, but more people unfriended me than I did them. And which is fine. I don't, I'm not mad at anyone because of it. I, in fact, ran into a high school friend at the store. We had got into it about politics, and she removed me. And about a year later, I ran into her into the store, and we talked it out. We're friends again on Facebook, but we just don't. I made it a point not to go on other people's pages and say stuff. I do it all on my own now, on my own page. So I figure you post what you want, but if you come to my little part of the intranet, then I can go back at you. But if you don't like it, then scroll on and don't mess with me.
Yeah, don't go to my page. And I agree with that. I think that's a good point. Like, it's one thing if you go to a person's page and get into it. It's another thing if someone comes to yours and says, I don't like what you said. It's like, well, then just don't go here. It's
early on in 2016, actually, he blocked me on Facebook or on Twitter. And then that law came down to where he had to unblock people that he blocked. Because I got blocked by him and Ann Coulter the same day. And Ann Coulter still has me blocked. So. I posted Google Maps to her house.
Oh, my God.
Like that. And then I asked her how big her dick was. So she didn't care for any of that.
Nikki, what about you? I know you're I know you get you're offended by racism and some of this
There have
Trump
been a
stuff.
few people that I can't take what they put up, and I block them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But I'm friends with people who support Donald Trump. I mean, it doesn't bother me if you support.
How do you do that?
I just think that here's why. Because I've had enough, and this has happened in the last 3 months. There have been people who were Trump supporters who I'll talk to that'll say, yeah, I'm not going to vote for him anymore. They'll be
I do know people
yeah,
that way.
They've said, and this has just started happening since this COVID stuff. They're like, I cannot believe I voted for this guy. So that's sort of, and I think that's why I stayed. It's like, and you can support him and vote for him, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. My problem is there are people who think it's funny that the Black Lives Matter thing is going on, and they think it's funny.
Right.
And they're like, I like those coons being put in their place and stuff. And it's just like, oh my God. I can't even
That's
believe.
my brother.
I just can't believe you're even saying that when you got to imagine the tragedies that started this whole thing. To make fun of it seems, and I make fun of everything, but I can't make fun of the tragedies that have gone on, and I can't believe it's happened in my country. I can't believe it's happened in this country. And
well, I can't believe it's 2020 and we reverted back to, years and years ago, 100 years ago. That's the way it seems.
And the other thing with me is these Confederate monuments. I can't believe people are going nuts about these Confederate men. You're going nuts over a statue of somebody who was a military leader in the Civil War? That's where you're going to draw the line? And it drives me crazy. But I don't have a problem with somebody that says, no, I like the tax cut. I like the economy under Trump, so I'm going to vote for him. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with
if they can list something that they can say the man actually did or claiming that he's done. I don't really believe he's done anything. I don't buy the economy shit at all. He inherited a good economy.
Yeah.
Just like Obama inherited a bad economy from Bush and turned it around. And I'm not saying that the Democrats are perfect in every aspect, but what he got when he came into office was handed to him on a silver platter.
Well, yeah, we were finally getting some growth after what happened in 2008, 2009.
Right.
And just like the next guy, whoever it's going to be Biden, but he will start to get, as we start to come back from this. Trump claims we're coming back now. We're not coming back right now. We're not. It's false. It's a false narrative. But a year from now, we'll really start coming back. And that will be Biden.
Looking back,
so you can't just it's going to be hard to just blame Biden's policies on whatever's coming. A lot of it's going to be that there was such a fuck up under Trump, and it wasn't. I mean, it was under COVID. That he'll reap the benefits of that, just like what Trump has done. He's reaped the benefits of an economy coming back from a gigantic collapse 10 years ago. Right.
Well, if you look back at it, it's probably better that HRC didn't win, because the Senate it's an embarrassment. Those individuals need to be held responsible for their actions under this administration. Everything. They have their eyes completely closed, and if she would have won, I think that they would have been horrible to her, and
they wouldn't have done anything.
Not that the Democrats haven't been horrible to Trump, but it was more well-deserved than it would have been with HRC. That's a given right there.
Yeah.
So
I'll give you that. I just find it also fascinating, and yet at the same time funny. I do find it funny. A lot of politics, but that's why I stopped following some people on Facebook.
Yeah. I have a couple here and there that I know do, but I don't follow them. I'm friends with them, but I don't follow them at all. And, if they don't like what I post, they can either unfollow me or unfriend me. At this point, I'm too old to worry about what people think. So I just,
I think
you
that, I think that's a lot of us. We're just too old. We're past the point of pettiness.
yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's where I
I
am.
was interested in your theory on that because, or your thoughts on that because I do appreciate your mind. Although we don't talk about politics and stuff a lot on this show, I do appreciate your mind and your thought on that. But
Yeah. Well, I'm very strong on that. If you follow me on social media, you know some of the stuff that I post, and not just the memes, but the articles and stuff. And I'm so baffled that the Senate is being the way they are. What is that one senator's name? Jim? Is it Burton?
which senator are you talking about?
He's one of Trump's friends. He was the one that was investigated for child molestation when he was a wrestling coach.
Jim Jordan. He's in the House. Yeah.
Jim Jordan. Yeah. And it's like, he walks on water to Trump and all of these, idiots. And I'm like, dude, you need to look at his past. I mean, he was, he's got a horrible past. And
he was a wrestling coach. He was a wrestling coach. And there was sexual abuse going on, and he knew about it, and he did nothing about it.
Right. He didn't endorse it, but he made it available for the people that were doing it.
He closed his eyes to what was all he cared about was having a winning record.
Winning team.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he closed his eyes to the sexual abuse that was going on. And a lot of those guys that went through it, they blame him. And and now if it even comes up, he just ignores it like it didn't happen. Yeah, I find that disgusting.
And is it just me, or does Mitch McConnell look like a turtle?
Yeah, he does. He does.
And there's a former coworker of yours, Ray, that I was friends with for a long time. We were very close. We did stuff together. I did her hair. We went to lunch all the time. And she was selling Confederate flags on Facebook.
Really?
She was making them herself and selling them. And I was friends with her on Facebook. We kept in touch. She had some IT problems. I would help her remotely from here. She moved back home. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, Furburger?
Yes.
Oh.
And her page is like a Klan rally.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And I messaged her privately, and I said, I have been a good friend to you. There were several things I helped her with, personal level, and I said, I cannot believe that you are making Confederate flags and selling them on Facebook.
Yeah, she's making money.
And she's like, it's a part of history. I said, bitch, my family's from Tennessee, and the Smoky Mountains is where my family grew up. I said, I know the South, but I said, that's nothing to be proud of. It's nothing to base your life on, and it's not something that you should be. And we parted ways.
I tell people
it was sad because I was good friends with her.
I got an argument with a guy about this a couple weeks ago, and I said this. I go, would you fly a swastika in your front yard? And the guy goes, what? I go, would you fly a swastika in your front yard? And the guy was appalled. I can't believe you're even asking this. I'm paraphrasing, of course. He did not use as good a language.
Right.
And he said, no. And I said, well, that's what you're doing. We went to war with the South, the Confederacy. We went to war with them. They were an enemy combatant, and we beat them. The good guys won. Just like Germany, the good guys won. We don't fly the swastika. We don't fly the flag of the loser of the war. And I said, if they wanted to fly the flag, they could have won the fucking war. Then they could fly it all they want. I'm sorry. You lose the war. You don't fly the flag. You don't put up statues. How many Hitler statues do we have?
Right.
And the guy was appalled by my argument. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is. The loser does not get acknowledgement. That's how it works.
Right.
And the guy could not understand the point I was making, but it is, if you look at it, it was a war between us and them. They were an enemy combatant. We beat them, so therefore they don't get their statues and their flags. So stop bitching
Well,
about
someone
it.
needs to tune in and tell the Furburger that because
Yeah.
he still believes in it.
Well, she's I can't believe you found out. It took you this long to find that out. The rest of us knew that.
Well, I kind of guessed it, but I didn't want to think about it. And then when she moved away, and then I was seeing all that stuff, I just kept thinking about it, and then it just kept bothering me. And then we had a not so friendly falling out. So
I was friends with her long enough for her to describe me as her Mexican friend.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
And that's when
because I was her gay friend.
That's when it's, you know what I mean? You know exactly what I'm talking about then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she kept saying it. And I'm like, if you have to use that in a description, that means you're trying to justify or say either why you're friends with someone or that you're trying to get your status quo so you're a good person. And that doesn't fly with me.
Here's what I talk about. I said, she's using me as an excuse because she has said some awful shit about Mexican people in the past. That's what I kept thinking.
Right.
And I was like, I wonder what it was. And I had heard the stuff she said about black people. And I'm like, I can't imagine what she has said about people that look like me in the past. And that's when I ended my friendship with her.
Yeah. Are you friends with her on social media?
No.
Yeah,
No,
I was up until
I worked with her in
2016. Yeah. And I enjoyed her. I really liked her. She was a ton of fun. And it just, I figured she was like that because of some of her conversations, but she kind of tread lightly around me, and which is fine. You know, some people are brought up differently than others. I was brought up completely not the way I am now in my household, but with her, she made it a point to go overboard with it, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse on social media. And then her friends, her friends would attack me on social media, on her page. And I'm just like, I told her, I'm like, your friends have some mental issues. I
had also heard stories of her with some creepy stuff. Like, somebody was telling
Google
me
her. She got arrested.
I know that. And I think Sean's like the only one I know that's still friends with her. But I had heard this story of, there was somebody I worked with. They would hang out with her, and they were hooking up with some guy, or I can't remember. She was telling me she was hooking up with a guy, and she was in the car, and she started making out with the guy, and the girl got embarrassed, going, "Oh my God, maybe we shouldn't. We should probably not do this here." And the woman you're talking about leaned over and goes, "No, that's fine. I like to watch."
Furburger said that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It was like,
that wouldn't go with her Christian beliefs.
I like to watch. And I can't.
That's gross.
I just can't get it out of my mind.
Well, she called me and was messaging me, wanting me to get into. She was hot after a guy, and she was wanting me. He had a girlfriend, and she was wanting me to be able to access that girl's account and read her emails. And I'm like, you do realize that's a major felony that you're asking me to commit for you, and I don't do that. She goes, I know he's messing around on me. Is there any way you can find out? I'm like, no, there is, but no, I don't do that.
All I know is she referred to me as a Mexican friend, and I'm like, I'm out of here.
Well, if you Google her, she was pinched down there in where she was living for stalking someone. She went to jail.
Is that true? Well, like I said, listen, I know someone who is her. Sean Balint is joining us. Sean is still friends with her, I believe. Hi, Sean. Is he there? Oh, I see the chat.
Howdy, partner.
Oh, there he is. I saw you logged on. How you doing, buddy?
Living.
We're talking.
As as usual, just like a post-apocalypse film, surviving. Like what was that Denzel Washington movie where he was in the desert? You know,
We
I've been
were
living in a post-apocalypse world for about 15 years.
we were just talking about your best friend, Furburger.
Oh.
I like to watch. So
You know,
You caught the tail
those
end of
words are not the same for everybody.
that. You caught and the show is just
I'm
about
not
to,
a participant. I'm a spectator.
the show is just about to end, but I thought you'd like to say hi to Jamie, Jamie's been co-hosting with me today. He's hanging out.
Hello, Jamie. Word up, Jamie.
Not much. Not much.
Nikki, your thoughts on today's show? Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, right?
Yep.
The best part was I thought Jamie's top 10 list about Doran was fantastic.
Yeah, that was great.
A highlight of the show. Sean, have you
There's a
seen
lot that I didn't put on there.
Sean, have you seen the COVID numbers from Florida?
I have not.
It's
They
astonishing.
had 10,000 yesterday.
10,000 cases in one day. And by the way, their governor is still saying that he's not going to close anything. He's not going to impose any restrictions. He's not going to force people to wear masks.
That's Trump's buddy.
They're getting 10,000 cases a day, and he's not going to make it to where they are forcing people to wear masks. Even the governor of Texas is now forcing people to wear masks. This guy from Florida refuses
I
to do
have
it.
to. I have to blast DeSantis more than anybody because he has been 100% political every minute of this. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, the president, for whatever questions there may be there, he hasn't fired Fauci. You know, there have been at least some things that didn't appear to be political.
Yeah.
This clown in Florida, every single move has been 100% political. Not his political beliefs, just what he thinks will,
It's
carry
all
favor with a certain sector of
it's
voters.
all
I've
about
never seen
getting these
one
Trump
moment where it
voters.
seemed like public safety was something foremost in his mind.
The whole thing is about super serving the Trump supporter. That's his whole agenda is to somehow to make these people sycophants for him instead of just Trump, which is crazy. But I mean that's the way the guy has been.
You just have extra responsibility as a governor of Florida in such a tourism-rich state.
Yeah.
I mean, just that big member in the water is like a super spreader for the whole country.
Well, now if you're in Chicago and you go to Florida, you have to quarantine when you come back.
Wow.
Because their mayor has now, put a law into effect of things you have to follow. So I there's a bunch of people that go on vacation in Florida. I would not go. I'd rather chop off a toe than go to vacation in Florida right now. I can't trust those dirty people to wash their hands or keep me safe. I just don't understand it. 10,000 cases in a day. Good Lord. And the deaths are going to start raising as well. It's crazy.
Well, a lot of nursing homes, a lot of people went down there to retire.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be like bowling pins.
There's a ton of old people that live in Florida and Arizona, and both states are having huge numbers of people that have COVID. I saw the president yesterday was just applauding. He was just loving the news yesterday of the economy, and he said that we're beating COVID. He said we're beating. And
in Idaho.
Yesterday. What were you saying?
In Idaho, I'm sure.
Yeah. Maybe Idaho and Montana. Maybe Idaho and Montana aren't that bad. But
where they have social distancing of everybody's 3 miles apart from each other.
Yeah. Nikki just sent me. What'd you send me, Nick? Yeah, effective Monday, travelers arriving from certain states must self-quarantine for 14 days. And here's a list of the states.
And Idaho's one of them, by the way.
Yeah, Idaho is one of them. If you are coming from Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, California, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, Nevada, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, and Utah, then you have to quarantine.
Here, I made an Idaho joke and I blew it.
Yeah.
I guess they do have a problem too.
Yeah, because they.
And what about Europe banning all of us from going there?
I don't blame them. They should have done it years ago. They should have done it years ago, just because of our taste. Yeah. It doesn't shock me at all. I look so old, by the way, when I lift my glasses up to read. I hate when I do that. Anyway.
Hey, you know what? I mean, you know what? If I'm a foreign leader, I would have issued sanctions against this country when Dane Cook sold out 2 shows at Madison Square Garden. I immediately would have. I would have shut down the embassy. I would have stopped trading with the U.S. I mean, I hope that doesn't sound treasonous, but I think if you look at the closer issue, you might agree.
It's like they went down a list and they said, in what states is it still showing that Trump has a chance to beat Biden? And then it's like that's what they put on the it's like those are the places that they put on the list. And said, if you're going from Chicago to these places, you must quarantine. It is crazy. It is a bunch of red states because that's where the numbers are going up, because the people don't believe. They literally don't believe that there's any problem. And it's just, I got to tell you, it's just shocking to me. Well, let me wrap it up. Sean, you got any plans for this weekend? You doing anything?
Oh, boy. I almost never do. I thought about seeing those, I've been friends with one of the guys from Brushville and, his little lady for years, but she's not going to be there. So I don't know. There's the old St. Louis Mills area where Cabela's is.
Yeah.
They got like a big July 4th thing. And, the local band's going to be down there, but I don't know. There is
COVID. It's okay if you don't.
Have a million.
It's okay if you don't do anything. There is a disease.
I like to do. I'm a guy who I want to get out and do things. When I was young, we'd have big get-togethers, couples, and all that stuff. And of course, that's a big part of the story. I hate not doing anything on the holidays, and usually July 4th is a bomb, and New Year's Eve is a bomb.
Nikki, you doing anything?
I'm quarantined.
Yeah. So you're going to be staying home like you should.
Yep.
Is Jamie still on? Jamie, you doing anything?
We have some people coming over I'm cooking ribs tomorrow on the grill, but they're fellow quarantiners, so they're the ones that aren't going out and getting infected.
Would you invite Sean Balint over, hearing what you just heard about how much he wants to go out and he can't help? I might go to Missouri.
Well, a lot of people want to go out.
Yeah.
If they do go out, then no. But if they want to, but they've been staying home, then yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Sean's going to be
in
a gigantic crowd. You'll be like the people I saw in that Crow's Mill, like the people I saw in that Crow's Mill pub video.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I just say crowds, period. So that's, yeah. I mean, you go out with a little lady to the lake somewhere or something. I don't know, but that's not going to happen.
I'll stay home.
What am I saying at the lake?
I will stay home.
Swim. I can't.
Desperately count down the hours until I'm back on the air Monday. And hopefully back on Facebook and whatever, getting through and being glad the weekend's over. That's what I'll do. I'll just be waiting until Monday.
No, that's when life gets really screwy, when you look forward to the weekend being over.
No, this is because this is my happiness. I'm happy during the time that we are live. I'm not so much happy the rest of the stuff because it sucks. There's no sports there. Being in this time is tough for all of us. But you find whatever makes you happy, and that's what you have to do. We have to wrap it up today. Jamie, I thank you so much for being on today. You were fantastic.
Oh, you're welcome. It was fun.
Nikki, you were great as well. And Sean Belinda, it's wonderful to speak to you.
You too, Kimosabe.
I'm sorry once again that I revealed that whole sloppy vagina thing. I know that just won't die. But I hope.
Right.
Oh, geez. Oh, I have to stay up and down low.
I hope it does. I hope people stop talking about that stuff. Listen, I want to thank you guys. Thanks so much for being on, guys. Guys, as always, the show is brought to you by our friends at Recontext. Proof is in the performance. Recontext. Thank them, as always, for their support. You can call them at 670-1132 and hook up your...
I'm going to go to the salon. I'll be back about 11.
Hook up your detail now. Get one scheduled. Remember, free with detailing is a steam cleaning and disinfectant. And they have financing available. If you need to get a big job, on maybe you have an RV or something, whatever you want to get, you can have financing available at Recontext, 670-1132. They're on the corner of 9th and Black. DTE Technologies. DTE Technologies, 408-0001. Let DTE Technology be your IT department. They'll take over and take care of all your business. DTE Technologies, 408-0001. And Core Installation, Furniture and Supply. Call Corey today. Let her get you a new chair. Or let her get you a desk. Or maybe you need a mask. Or maybe you need sanitizer or gloves. She's got all of it. Call Corey today, 741-1079. All right? You can call Corey at Core Installation, Furniture and Supply, and she will take care of you. I want to thank everybody for listening, and we'll talk to you guys Monday. So long, everybody.
Goodbye.
You better wake up, sleepyhead, get your fat butt out of bed. There's a man who got up at 4 a.m. just to play you Zeppelin and Pearl Jam. Raymond Lytle is his name. Some have called him just a bit insane. Well, you may find him a little idiotic, but his is the only morning show you can say has really got it. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. With Central Illinois' morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. Sean Belinda Scott, news and sports. Bodine's running down North Grand in his undershorts. Michelle will dwell on things colored pink and purple. They'll explain why Jim made a remake of that movie called The Black Hole. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. The Central Illinois morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. Have a great 4th of July weekend, and we'll talk to you Monday. So long. That wraps it up for today. We'll start the replay in just a moment on the audio-only feed. The YouTube feed will repeat, of course, and be available for you all day long because that's how it works on YouTube. We'll be back Monday on Facebook, and hopefully we'll be back with more fun shows. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, and participating in today's Morning Disaster. So long, everybody.